everyone. This is PurpleCallaLily. I'm also known as Mon by my Twitch viewers. Welcome to a new Let's Play challenge called the Time of Your Life Legacy Challenge. I'm starting out with this. I think I'm just going to do this as a YouTube series. I am not going to stream this. I have decided to try to out something different and new to put out there on YouTube, trying to build my channel. We are going to kind of start with like an overview of the Let's Play, the Time of Your Life. I will link the challenge below, and I'll just kind of give you an overview of what I've already read. But basically, Generation 1 obviously is the founder. We are going to start out in Windenburg. We're supposed to give our home the Creepy Crawlies Lot challenge because we brought these critters home from being on our travels. So we're a restless explorer with nothing to lose and everything to gain. The life in Selva Dorado is so colorful and rich, it's completely different to your dull life in Windenburg. You never want to go home, but you keep running out of money. You want to learn the secrets of the jungle, and you consider yourself a lone wolf until an unplanned child comes along and changes everything. Our traits are going to be adventurous, foodie, and music lover. Our aspiration is jungle explorer, skills, Salvadoradian culture. Our satisfaction reward traits are heat proof, collections, Omi scan treasures. I've never done this before, so this is going to be really fun to try out and do for the first time. I've had this pack since it came out, but kind of played with it here and there, but never really delved deep into this. So it's going to be really fun to really delve deep into this fun pack I've heard lots about. As an adult, we didn't really think about the future when you were younger. You just chased the next big adventure. Now your biggest adventure seems to be raising a child, and your biggest exploration to figure out what you want to do for a living. Ever since tasting the wonderful local dishes in Selva Dorado, you dreamt of becoming a chef. The thought of giving others mind-blowing culinary experiences thrills you. But to get that far, you're going to have to juggle a lot of things at the same time. Maybe the struggle will prepare you for that hectic career in the kitchen. So then our aspiration will change, and our skills will also change to what is listed here. As an elder, you did it. You have your own restaurant. Finally, you are your own boss, and you can create the menu of your dreams. But despite your achievements, lately you feel like you've missed out on something in life. You spent your youth in the jungle, and while those adventures were more than most people could ever hope for, you skipped all the usual fun stuff young people do. It seems a little crazy at your age, but you are ready to admit it to yourself. You want to be in a band. You want to learn to play the guitar. You want to rock. And so our aspiration will change. We'll be adding a skill. And we'll also have a seldom sleepy. We're going to start in Windenburg. We're going to give our lot the Creepy Crawlies lot challenge, as we talked about before. We're going to work part-time as lifeguard and a retail employee to fund our adventures. We are not going to have any other jobs as a young adult. And I've already pre-tested this, and you can have a part-time job as a lifeguard and an employee. So we're going to have to earn some money to be able to go on our first adventure. Have one of your children with a Salvadoradian local. You can have a steady relationship, but don't marry at this point. The child needs to live with you. Display your collection of Omi scan treasures in your home. This will be really fun to do. Acquire and activate every type of relic. Use them on yourself or other Sims. Rebuild all Selva Dorada rental lots. These are just optional. I don't know that I'll get that far into the game, but we'll see. Maybe your sim is part Salvadoradian. Feel free to play this generation as someone who has family or ancestors in Selva Dorada. And so I did decide to do that. So she will be part Salvadoradian. Extras, you can move to residential lot in Brightester with your child, go to university to get a degree in culinary arts. So we might do that. I really like to play with university. After you graduate, move back to Windenburg, but to a different neighborhood, get married, have the rest of your children if you rolled to have more than one. We're gonna have to roll as part of this challenge. There is a dice that I have loaded, we're gonna be able to see how many children that we're supposed to have after we get married. So we'll be doing that throughout the challenge. This is a really detailed challenge. It is a lot of fun. I've written a challenge of my own, and I know how much work goes into it, so I'm really excited to try someone else's challenge. Okay, there's just, general information rules setting up the challenge. In Sims, I feel like rules are meant to be broken. Sometimes I'm a storyteller versus a rule follower, so I might be following more storytelling than I am rules, but for the most part, I will follow this as best as it has sent out. It says that we can turn off aging, so I have done that just to kind of get things completed. We will not have money cheats. I haven't cheated money in a really long time. I do prefer to play without money cheats. And we're going to have the whims turned on. This challenge is designed for those who have all the packs, so free to substitute the parts you don't have with something else. And I do have all the packs, so that's good. I also use mods. When you see like this tick mark right here, it means there's a recommended mod for that particular life stage, aspiration, trait, etc. on the last page of this document. Feel free to substitute child aspirations with custom aspirations. There's some repetition in this respect because there are only 4 options in this game. So it does also give our children some life aspirations too, which is really fun. This is another something that we need to make note of. Every adult sim is going to experience a midlife crisis for 1 week. Use a random number picker to choose 2 things your sim will do from the list during that time. So adventure or big purchase, career, charity, eco-friendly, health, looks, party, relationships, skills. Your sim can return to their old ways where applicable once the crisis is over, but they can also continue on their new path if you so choose. And I think we have to use a cheat to make this happen, but I've got to make sure about that. I'm not sure about midlife crises. Sometimes I see them come up on my sims, but I didn't know that you could choose to make that happen. Some generation specific goals already mention the amount of children your sim will have and when to have them. Remember to check goals for both young adult and adult. See step 2 below to determine the heir. If there's no mention of children at all, follow both steps below unless specified. Your sim can have children whenever they want. Before your founder or any of the heirs have their first child, use a random number picker to choose between 1 and 5. The result will be the number of children for the generation you're currently playing. If your sim can't have the required amount of children, for example, if pets are already taking up some slim slots, then have as many as you can fit into the family. Adopted children count toward the child count and can also become heirs. Alien babies from getting abducted count toward the child count, but can only become heirs if their current heir gives birth to them, and if the heir has not already been chosen before the pregnancy. If your sim has more children than supposed to due to unexpectedly having twins, etc., it's okay. You don't have to get rid of them. If you haven't done the step below yet, they can become heirs too. Now use the random number picker to choose between 1 and the number of children. The result will be the heir, 1 being the firstborn, 2 being the secondborn, etc. So if you roll 3, the 3rd child will be the heir. Make sure to do this step before any of the children reach the toddler stage. So we'll have to figure that out. So the dice player that I have it's a random number picker. They gave us the option of figuring this out. So we're gonna change this to a 5 and we'll generate. So we're gonna have 2 children in this generation. And then we'll generate this again to see who becomes the heir. So the first child is going to be the heir. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Time of Your Life Challenge. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and keeps the series going. Want to hang out live and see more Sims chaos in real time? Join me over on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/PurpleCallaLily. The link is also in the description below. We have a great community there, and I would love to see you. Until next time, take care, stay cozy, and keep on simming. See you next time. Bye.
Bloom where you are planted, walking through the garden of life so wide. Each path a journey, each step a guide. Some moments sweet like the morning dew, some leave a taste that's bitter and blue. But even in the shadow there's a light to find, a spark of hope growing deep inside. In the garden of life we have so many choices and experiences to have, like a chorus of voices. Some are sweet and savory, some bitter and sour, but just like the calla lily we rise with the hour. We plant our bulb deep in the ground and bloom where we are planted. Let our joy resound. Be kind to yourself, let the healing start. Give others grace, it's a gift from the heart. Wrap someone you love in a warm embrace. Spread the seeds of love all over the place. Through storms and rain, our roots will grow, a testament to strength we may not know. In the garden of life we have so many choices and experiences to have, like a chorus of voices. Some are sweet and savory, some bitter and sour, but just like the calla lily we rise with the hour. We plant our bulb deep in the ground and bloom where we are planted. Let our joy resound. Though the seasons may change and the winds may blow, our petals unfold and our true selves show. With every sunrise we take our stand, a testament to the gardener's hand. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others. We're all connected, sisters and brothers. Give someone you love a hug today, and bloom where you were planted, come what may.